Good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the NFT morning. Super excited to be with you tonight, but it's also the morning in the US. We have a very special episode today, and we have a lot of people that I will introduce. So today is October 30, and actually we are recording the episode 892 or something like this. And I am with two good friends, actually. Well, with so many friends there, actually. You know, we have the chance to be with Johan Lescure and Agoya. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. Hi.
How are you, Johan? Okay, good to see you. Good to hear you.
Happy to be back in the NFT morning.
So, for people who don't know, I don't know. I think, you know, Agoya, we have the chance to have you maybe for the fifth or the sixth time at the NFT morning. I think we started together almost like 4 years or 5 years ago, I would say. And I think we had the chance to be there, you know, for your first NFTs. We've been following you in all your adventures, you know, from this project actually you've been building with Johan, and you will come back on that, to this Louvre Museum exhibition, and now to this...
No, it was not
Musée
not
d'Orsay.
not yet the Louvre. It was Musée d'Orsay, but maybe the next one.
Sorry, I was anticipating the next one. I said the Louvre, you know, because everybody is talking about the Louvre in Paris currently, you know, with this robbery that happened 2 weeks ago. So I had this in mind, and now today, actually, you are live. You know, just can you give us a sneak peek about where you are so far right now, Seb? Because we will have a live visit with you from Artverse Gallery. Here we are. Hey, Seb, show just where. Yeah. I want to see a few artworks now.
Let me introduce you first to the people who work at the gallery. Without them, nothing would be possible. So first, let me see to Titou Granier, mesdames et messieurs, and Théao. So we are at Artverse Paris in Le Marais, and it's a very nice location on 3 levels. We will do the visit later. That's the teleportation. Yeah, that's a friend of mine, like Max, and it's a good mood here. Good mood.
Okay. You know, it's very exciting, and I can't wait to see more. But you know, in the meantime, I wanted to introduce, because we mentioned Artverse, Grida, because you know, basically you're the head of curation. How are you, Grida?
Yes, I'm good. Sorry, I'm not there physically, but as you know, my background, and I'm living in their space right now. So yeah, good to see you and happy to be here today. And yeah, we are ready. Yeah.
Okay, your soul is here. And to, you know, finish this cool lineup for today, you know, we have the chance to have the co-founder of Super Rare, and super happy to have you. So John, how are you, John? Are you on mute? Okay.
Apologies. Hello. Nice to see you all. I go by Jono. Just to clarify, I'm not a co-founder of Super Rare, but I am a curator at Super Rare.
You are
so
curator.
It's been a pleasure to be a part of this conversation. And
but you've been here for a while.
Are you a co-founder of Le Louvre?
Yes. I don't say that publicly, but since we're gonna have it out in the open.
Okay.
Now,
okay, I got it. Okay, we will start like this. Thank you, Seb. You know. Okay. No, you know, I think I will do mistakes on purpose all along the show, and you will need to correct it. So thank you very much, John. So you've been curating at Super Rare for how long?
I've been curating in the space for a while. Officially with Super Rare, it's been a couple of months now.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Amazing. Thank you for being there, and for also being with us this morning on your hand. So now we're here. You know, I just wanted to understand a bit well. You know, first let's start with the artists, because you know this is this project, you know, that was born between this collab between you, Johan, and you, Seb, Agoya. I want to introduce Agoya. We introduced you 1,000 times, but you know, from rave parties in the late 90s to digital art and it's yeah, basically, your journey actually is very related to the living world, and actually I think Joanne helped you also on this topic. So maybe Joanne, for people who don't know you, you can introduce yourself, because I think it's really like it's your collab of your two really mind, your scientific mind on one hand with Joanne, and the artist mind from you, Seb, that created these works. So yeah, maybe Joanne, you can just tell people who you are and what is your job basically.
Sure. So I've been collaborating with Sebastien since 7 years now. We started with a well-known series called Comprende AI, that you may know. And but at this time I was a bit behind the stage, I would say. And now
Wait. Okay, for Comprende AI, for people who don't know, because you are a scientist, Joanne.
I'm an artist and a scientist and a coder in between.
Okay, you are between. And can you remind people what is Comprende AI? Actually, Seb is also showing us.
Yeah, right. So Comprende AI basically is some image generation we did with using AI. It started with Sebastian's pictures he took from walls that has been covered by concert covers. I took those pictures and I put it in. At this time, it was called StillGAN 3. It was an algorithm from NVIDIA that I tweaked a lot. And then I worked a lot on this model. And at some points, the model was able to output what you can see now. So basically, once the model was done, our job with Sebastian was to find the hidden gems inside the model. And we are happily doing this since a few years. And now we are starting some other work, of course.
Sorry, but these artworks like this, it's the first time, I was visiting the gallery like 2 days ago. And for the first time, I saw these physical pieces, these prints that are, what is it? It's plexiglass, or what is it exactly, the print?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a plexiglass. It's a physical edition, so it's a printing. And it's a very beautiful plexiglass. You have to see it in real. It's really compelling when you're in close.
Yeah, no, when you see it physically, it's giving, for me, it's really giving, it's acrylic glass or something like this. Yeah, it's giving even more power for me to the artwork, and it's really,
right.
really cool. So you started with Compound, and sorry, I interrupted your story.
No problem.
So please go ahead.
No, and then I forgot to say, the very first project we did with Sebastien was to send some sound in space. I know Sebastien like this event. So the very first one was like a song of Sebastien that I tried to remix using some AI. It was a very early AI system and AI algorithm. But he gave me a song and I tried to do something with AI on it. And then when we were happy, we sent it into the space. And the name of the song is the serial number of my graphic card, basically.
And so we did 600,000 of iteration. And the difficulty to send this into space is like you need to have like a very light and very low in terms of weight of to send it. So it was like 10 kilo octet, which is like basically kind of an email size. And that was the challenge, is what can we send into space that maybe we're going to have an answer from aliens, from people. But we didn't have any answer yet. I'm still waiting any answer from what we sent into space. So maybe we didn't choose the best iteration. I don't know, but it was a challenge actually to send something into space that was light enough and with a sense. For me, the sense was, if we were sending like, I don't know, like one of my typical sounds, I would have been a bit frustrated to send this into space when we don't know who could receive it. So sending, let's say not a code, but let's say something that was similar to a sound generated by code, like was something that was making a lot of sense for me and Johan. Yeah, that was the very first thing we did. Like, but this was 7 years ago already, Johan. This one.
7, yeah, I think.
Nah, you're exaggerating. Yeah, 7
7.
years.
And
7.
still no answer. 7 years and no answer from Alien.
Yeah.
Let's wait a few more months and we'll see. Okay, so
maybe in a few minutes. We never know.
okay, maybe during this live we will discover.
Yeah.
Okay, let me add a small breaking news. Breaking news. Aliens exist and something is happening now. Okay, so Compound Space Project.
And yeah. And then we did this work at Musée d'Orsay, which was like one of our iconic work for now. It's a sculpture we did for Musée d'Orsay with Musée
Maybe
d'Orsay.
Seb, you can because I believe that the sculpture is part of the show. So we saw that the show, it's kind of okay. No, I understand. The show is a retrospective between for both all your projects
Let's start
together.
with the beginning. So
No, I get it.
this show is the introduction of our collaborative atelier or studio, so named Atelier Sigma or Studio Sigma if you're not in France. So it's a collaborative new project that we're launching officially here in Aardvark, and that's why we wanted to start with a little bit of retrospective. So we couldn't go to space, so we started with kind of totem of teleportation. So I will teleport me in a few minutes. Sorry, I'll come back.
Okay, teleportation active.
Yeah.
Teleportation is happening. So you just disappear. So we can see in the same time, this, I don't know what it is, like silk or some, these drapes, basically,
Sorry, I'm back.
He's back. Oh my God.
And we have the miniature of the, so the exhibition I did in Musée d'Orsay was like different pieces, and one of the pieces was made with Johan, and this one is the
called
Sigma Lumina.
Sigma Lumina. And it's a baby Sigma Lumina because the big one, the real one, is 1.80 m. This one is more or less 40 centimeters, and it's his little sister. And there is this physical sculpture, and just behind this physical sculpture, you can see the digital twin, Sébastien. If you may, we can see a bit in between. But Sébastien, can you zoom out a bit? Yeah, so we can see both. Yeah, and if you turn the real sculpture, it also turns the digital sculpture.
Wow, guys, you're good. Now, okay, I need to remind people because the experience at Musée d'Orsay was unique. You've been doing this with this creation. So thanks to this sculpture, actually you had the light that was turning around the sculpture, and with a good angle, it was creating on the floor with the shadow of the sculpture a QR code.
Absolutely.
And so I don't know, can we reproduce this QR code on the screen or not?
Yeah. May you? You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. I am mute too.
Let me see if I'm a good DJ. If I'm a good DJ, I might. I need to scratch it before, like. Then maybe let me check.
Let's be focused. Okay, allez.
Where is it? Where? Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay,
please, can you just show us the screen quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was exactly this experience that you had. So at the moment, the good light, I think I would say every 3 minutes, I have no idea. I just say random stuff, but better than me. Every 3 minutes, the QR code was on the floor. So it was a way. And then at the moment you see the QR code, you were able to scan it with your mobile phone. And
can you scan it from the video now or not?
I don't have my mobile phone. Maybe you can try.
Zoom in a lot, Sébastien. Agoria. Yeah.
Everybody, you're invited, to meet. I don't have my mobile phone. I'm sorry, I had no battery anymore. But you are invited to meet, to scan the QR code, because the experience, when you've been scanning the QR code, you had access to this interface that was really the real minting experience. And basically, you know, the long story short, the idea was to really get access to the creations and to mint by blowing on the phone to get the minting process activated and reveal the artwork, you know, that you've been minted. So it was a full digital experience without screens, even if here, you know, we reproduce it with a screen. And actually, it's really smart. I didn't get it. To be honest, you know, it's good to do the visit with you, Seb, because I forgot. I saw the sculpture, but I didn't get the link between the fact that if you turning the sculpture, it's turning on the screen, and so you can reproduce this experience directly from the gallery. It's super, super cool.
Absolutely. And the physical piece is looking at its digital sisters. We like this kind of bridge between physical and digital as well.
Okay, and what is actually, just to, can we mint something if we scan the QR code? No, it was just okay for the link. Got it.
We'll come to the mint a bit later of what we can mint today, but this is kind of a legacy of what we did at the d'Orsay.
Okay, got it. So, okay, so basically, this floor, when you enter into the gallery, you have all the retrospective part of the collaboration. And now I would like to know, okay, that's fine. It's amazing. But is there anything new?
I think so. There is a new collection. Be careful, Sebastian, you will get teleported. Yeah. Okay. We have a new collection, yeah. It's called So Above As Within. It's in the ground floor, the basement of Artverse. And this you can mint. You can come to say in the real life at Artverse, and you can mint as well. And in fact, it's a work about simulation of microorganism. And we discovered by doing that some scientists, some papers say that those simulations not only describe how microorganisms are acting, but also describe how the galaxy and cosmos is acting. So for us, we have a series of 16 works we are showing there. And for us, it's 16 possible universe going on right now. You can see on the screen now.
So what do you mean by 16 universe? So for example, here, I can see a universe.
Exactly, because this is
Grida is whispering me that it's 20 walks.
Sorry, 20. Sorry. Sorry. No, yeah. Because what you see now, it's like simulations of microorganisms. So it's very small and it's living beings.
Now, because I think it's important, you know, we haven't said enough, you know, that of course, you know, for people who know Agoria, we know that you guys are working with the living. But, you know, basically, I like the way, you know, maybe, you know, Seb was using this kind of bio-generative art. I don't know, is it still accurate for this series, basically, Johan?
Absolutely, because it's based on paper, on research. So, yeah, it's exactly.
So what are we watching now, basically?
You're watching at particles that are following some rules from scientific papers that allows those particles to draw path, natural path, let's say, that they would follow in nature. So maybe do you have another example in the catalog? This one we saw it already.
Yeah. If you want, you can see me now in the gallery.
Live experience.
Hey.
So you see, there is many patterns, possible patterns, and each one is a possible structure of life, basically.
Sorry, I'm super dummy. What is a structure of life?
Problem. Structure of life is an arrangement of beings, of living beings. That's it's a constraint, in some form, that makes the living beings able to live together. You see, it's making cycle because a cycle is more solid than a chaotic way. It's a bit like,
So basically, it's like a primary organism. The way they develop themselves as a living environment. Basically, it's kind of related to, for example, the beginning of living of Earth.
Absolutely.
When we say that at the very beginning, the first living organism used to be particles. Basically, used to be. I think there is another word for that, but I don't remember. Matter. Okay.
Yeah.
And so these particles, this is the way, they took space. This is the way, they organize themselves to create symbiotically, more or less.
Yeah. In a sense, yeah. It's the smartest way for them to keep being alive together.
So all these artworks are possibility of universe. Basically.
At the same time, yes. It's at the same time micro and cosmo, because it's the same behavior, which is quite fascinating, I think.
But so because for me, I know that in the previous works, basically, you've been following more like the biological rules. It was like, for example, you mentioned compound AI. It was like a ultra zoom on cannabis plant. Basically, all the living and the very ultra small. But what we are seeing now is not something. It's something that you simulated.
Absolutely, it's a pure simulation. It's not more like camera or anything.
But it's more like physics rule rather than biological rules, right?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both.
Okay.
It's very simple rules, but a lot of rules. Like, okay, if I go one step further, if I see someone else, what do I do? Do I go to on the left or on the right? Do I go backward? It's simple rules like that, in fact. But a lot of rules, and this makes the living complexity.
I see. Okay, the way life is spreading, depending on the constraints, like in the real universe, depending on light, oxygen, water, humidity, gravity, any kind of gas.
Sure.
And so basically, you've been changing also this kind of criteria to see how life is spreading depending on this criteria, right?
That's right, exactly. Yeah.
Wow! Hey! It's crazy! It's crazy. Okay.
It's so good that I don't have to pitch. It's so good. I love to be the cameraman.
Yeah, no, and I love to be the candid boy discovering. I really didn't know. To be honest, I saw it, but it was a crazy week where I was just running and said, okay, I will know better about it soon. So I just discovering right now exactly what we are talking about. And for me, I didn't get it. I was still in the compound.ai system or something like this, where basically it's kind of just biological ultra zoom with some other AI, of course, work to process it on top of it. But now I understand that it's total simulation of life, basically in vitro in a way, in a virtual vitro. So it's okay. Wow. Okay, that's really interesting. And that's it's totally new. It was not expected.
It's not totally new. But like in the 70s, Philippe Cadic was already giving conferences, actually in Metz in France, saying that we were living in a program computer reality, where he was already using this matrix metaphor a long time ago. But this project actually the beauty of it is thinking that what's happening in a microscopic territory might exist meantime in the gigantic scale. That's the beauty of it, is thinking like, the galaxy, the microscope galaxy might be the gigantic one. So it's really something that is really helping to enable also the word. And I won't use the word quantic because it's so overused and so nebulous. But there is like many parameters that are tending in this way.
I see. Wow. Okay. Thank you. No, thank you, guys. I wanted to get John your insight because I think it's of course Agoya and with Joanne help also. You've been on. It's not you are super rare artists and you're part of the artists, who are minting on Super Rare. But now there is a special collaboration. You're on the homepage of Super Rare, and I wanted to get also just some understanding about this kind of collaboration, John. So maybe you can tell us a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Just to give some context, before I knew about NFTs or Web3 or code-based art or any of this kind of stuff, I used to work in the music business. And so there was an initial connection to Agoria. I mean, probably years ago now with NFTs, but I thought, okay, this is someone who's seen both sides, who understands the power of being an independent voice and an independent creator, and someone who's really blazing a trail. And we've probably got DMs over the course of years now trying to work together on something. And so this opportunity came about in a very kind of organic, I think also to play on the theme of the show, a very organic way. And we're really excited to be supporting his project. I'm a big fan.
Wow.
No, and then I should say, sorry, Johan, I don't know you as well. I know this is a studio effort. So I recognize that both of you, this is a 1 + 1 = 3 relationship. I just happen to have more of a relationship with it.
Yeah, no, but I agree. We should get more of Johan. We saw too much of.
Finally, he's out of the wood. He's out of the wood, ladies and gentlemen.
Finally, yeah, he's been bringing out of your labs. It's much better like this, And now, and so I wanted to just maybe also visit quickly, the minting page, basically, because you told us, Grida, that there are like the 20 artworks, and I just wanted to share with you basically what is available actually on Super Rare right now. And so maybe, John, you can tell us a bit more, because actually we can see that it's kind of Super Rare XR verse. So we are technically on Super. If you go on the offline.superrare.com/agoria-lescure, we are going on this page. We'll share it, of course. But now you have, just to understand, you have these offline pages now on Super Rare that are dedicated to galleries, basically?
Correct.
Okay. So you, of course, you have your gallery in New York City. And I believe, of course, exhibitions also that you're doing there are on these offline pages, right?
Yeah, exactly. Offline is our gallery, the name of our gallery here in New York City. It's also how we've started to handle a lot of the sort of white glove processes for, special curated projects like this one. So as you'll see here, there's a really beautifully displayed page with all the curatorial statements from Grida and all of the artworks. You can filter by what's available and what's been sold. A huge shout out to Josh on our team who threw this together. And shout out to Anne, who couldn't be on the call, but she's big boss lady curator at Super Rare. So I want to give a special shout out to them and everybody on the team who was involved in helping put this catalog together. I think it looks really good. And yeah, the works are available. You can view all the works there on the page. And as you're showing, you can also reserve a piece or multiple pieces if you'd like. Just, enter the information as to who you are and how to contact you and which pieces in particular. And then we can reach out with next steps. It's super easy. We're right there with you holding hands. I know there's always questions about people that aren't used to crypto or NFTs. Maybe they want to pay with a credit card. Maybe they want to talk about physical works or how to display the work in their home. And we make sure to really help them through that process. So again, really excited to be working on this project with everybody here. And the works are beautiful. And it's been a long time coming. So grab them while you can. There's only 20. It's a very small collection, obviously very important collection.
Yeah. And I can see that actually it's selling. I can see it already. We can see the pieces that are already sold on the website. So yeah, it's always the same. If there are some specific pieces that you want to get, it's time to book them. Most of the time, the pieces you want are the one that will go first. So yeah, it's never bad to have a look on it, to go through the website. Yeah,
I would also just encourage everybody. It's easier when you see them in person, as Seb has shown. But I think I would really encourage everybody to spend time with each of these pieces to figure out which one you really like the best. Because as you can sort of tell, they like really evolve over time, and these life force like objects are interacting with each other. I know, Seb, you posted a really great clip the other day, or maybe you had mentioned it somewhere, that sometimes the strings, they connect and they converge and they diverge and they interact with each other. So you really have to spend time with the works to see how they evolve. It's really special.
And how many times you will be able to collect your own galaxy?
I like this question. It's a good way,
There is a thing we love to say also, is what you see might also seize you. That's something very beautiful of it, is because we're speaking about the microscopic, the gigantic, well, all this metaphoric language, but like more simply is like what you see might seize you. I love it. I love the fact of thinking, this duality of your inner galaxy and the outer one is connected and see each other. I love this.
Yeah, it's pretty hypnotic, actually. I was not listening it anymore, just watching, and it's pretty strong, and also I like the fact it's the reason it's pretty slow, and so you are immersed. You see this galaxy developing itself slowly, but actually it's fast and slow. This is what is interesting, and looping around. So okay, now thank you very much, John. Let's go offline.superrare.com, and basically you can see all these beautiful works and these beautiful collabs.
And if you're on Twitter or Instagram, if you follow Agoria or Super Rare, we're also posting the links. And I know Greta through Artverse is also posting the link. So if you're on Twitter, you can find it there as well.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Now, thank you very much, John. And so, Greta, because sorry, we have so many good people, that I want to talk with everybody. So, Greta, you are curator at Artverse, curator of all the art shows happening there. Can you tell us more about why you wanted to do this exhibition with Seb and Johan, and at this moment especially?
Yeah, to be honest with you, like John, I mean, the same that I've known Agoria since like 2021. So he was like hero for, our D-Start scene, because he has like huge career for his music part. And then, so having him for me was always my dream. And then, yeah, I always wanted to do the exhibition about him. And I reached out to, like, the first email I sent official solo exhibition was actually June. And then it turns out that, wow, there is a huge collaborator artist called Johan. And let's do the first Atelier Sigma launch exhibition. So the deeper meaning, it got a deeper meaning. And as you know, my style, I always do the retrospective style, as I do Jeff Davis and other Korean artists. So I share so many ideas, sometimes a little bit silly, but sometimes a little bit interesting. And thanks to our artists, Gloria and Johan, they accept making the physical pieces of Compend, and then one of the the display way with the fabrics. And then actually the plexiglass idea came out. The Alien Queen Solo exhibition, we made the plexiglass physical one, and I showed them and they loved it. So all this idea came from the IRL exhibition, also supporting digital art. And yeah, the drop became huge meaning of me as well, because I'm Asian, and in Buddhism, human is small space, small universe. Universe is also human being, and it's what's happening in our cells. So yeah, I mean, for me, this series is connecting both ways: space, and then our human beings, and even it's spiritual, and then very physical. So yeah, there is a really official ancient saying. There's a title coming from Hermetic phrase, like there's an old saying, as above and so below. That's really ancient title, but they switched into within, so it became as above and so within. So it's really like speaking of the connection between the macroism, and then microism between the universe and itself. So for me, having this piece is like having part of what's happening inside of your spirit and a body, also connecting with the universe. So, and I think it's really, really special. And we also collected the piece behind because we didn't want to lose our universe and our spirit. So yeah, and thanks to
Jada, when you say you collected, what do you mean by who
the
collected you?
Sebastian, founder of our gallery, and he's a super fan of this Atelier Sigma team, and we've been
And
collecting
you know
his.
what is magic at NFT Morning? If you say Sebastian, you see Sebastian. Here we are. Hey Seb, how are you?
Hey, Seb.
Hello. Hey, hey. Chop, chop.
Cool.
The
Okay,
teleportation.
I
Good
will
to see you.
toast my mic to Sebastian. So yeah.
Can we have
No,
the générique of Champs-Élysées?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here we are. So yeah, so all the family is here now. Seb, thank you for joining us from Washington DC. And so we just, it was a perfect transition.
Wait.
Also.
Where are you, Seb?
Yeah, Washington in the US.
So 2 days ago, he was in Macau. 4 days ago, he was in Paris. Tomorrow, he will be in Johannesburg.
Paris.
And Saturday, he will be in Dubai.
I'm pretty sure that there is a good game to do around following Seb around the world, It's really something.
The two
Let's
Seb,
get points.
actually.
Let's get points.
Yes.
So Seb, so congratulations for the collect. We can see behind Grida. So,
Background.
yeah.
Yes.
So that's really nice, and it's really a really beautiful one actually. And so you are the co-owner of Artverse Gallery, and yeah, actually it's really cool. I really invite you to visit Artverse, because also on the first floor you can see Seb personal collection, and that looks like really something cool. What is just, I think for you, Seb, it's the same. You've been following Agoria's and Joanne's work for a while, and so I believe you're one of the, you're always trying to create synergies, between your personal collections and also exhibitions happening at Artverse, right?
Absolutely. That's even how the idea of Artverse was born. Is how can I develop and support the artists that I'm collecting with a bigger ecosystem. So acquiring artworks from artists is definitely one way of being part of their community, supporting them financially and allowing them to continue their art. But you need to bring them as well some visibility and expose them to more potential collectors or people to be more educated about what is digital art and that works. So one of the mission of Artverse is to be not only a digital art gallery but a cultural hub where we bring on different communities from various fields of music, of fashion, of tech, of AI, of Web3. They come to our exhibition openings, or they come to other events that are being hosted at Artverse, and they discover about the works from the artists as well at the same time. I also speak regularly about digital art. I'm part of certain books on the matter as well. We run last week an event with Tashan and on NFTs, for example, for the launch. So we try really to support digital art as an ecosystem, and being part of different having the physical space is definitely a great advantage for us, to specifically because of its location as well in Le Marais, in the third arrondissement in Paris, where I believe there's the highest number of art galleries. It brings different crowds, and it connects the dots between everything we've been doing, from Sandbox, the metaverse, collecting digital art, supporting communities and artists, and educating.
I see. And Seb, Agoria, you can continue to tour also. Just film.
Sorry. I'm happy. So in my life, I've never been a cameraman, and I think I will start a new job of director now. It's a new thing.
Nah, to be fair, you should continue to stay an artist because I don't see any career for you as a cameraman. I don't think. But that's we're visiting again the underground also with the new collection and all the basically how many screens? There are 16 screens grid out there. 16 screens, so
Yes.
it's kind of 16 out of the 20 that has been curated, for this exhibition, and so we cannot see the one that is behind you, Grida. It's not on the screen. Can we
Yes,
see?
we're on the screen. Actually, one of the privileged experience of collecting is we could see before anyone else, so we can book the piece.
So you booked it directly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, super cool. It's amazing. Now, I think actually we have a lot of things to say, but we are a bit over time, and I think we have everything. What is important is very simple. Key information. The show is happening at Alva Paris. If you are in Paris, you have no excuse. You need to go there. I was there. What is the end of the? When is it ending up?
November 10th, and everyone comes to Paris or living in Paris. You can just type Adverse Gallery in Google. You will see the opening time. So during the opening time, no matter when, you can just come as you want. So we will be always
until when the show is running?
Till November 10th.
November 10th. So we have 10 more days basically to visit
So
it.
if someone comes to Paris Photo, we will be still opening. So please come and then enjoy the show. Yep.
We will be back for Paris Photo. Yeah. Amazing. So you can go there. And actually, Artverse, we will have a special show soon, actually, with Artverse and all this curation about Paris Photo also. So we'll talk a bit more about it. And so just go there if you're in Paris, if you have the chance to go to Paris in the next 10 days. If not, just visit Super Rare offline.superrare.com or just follow Super Rare on Twitter, Agoria, Artverse, Grida, whatever. And you will get access to this. I will just ask you, maybe Joanne, to say a final word about it.
My microphone. Yeah. Okay.
I know that Seb will say a final word because I know him.
Because we know the beast. We know the beast. No. I would like to thank you while we are here online, but still here. I would like to thank you, everybody. It was a very beautiful opportunity for us, and we are very proud of what we've done. And and enjoy our hard work and have a visit in real life and on Super Rare online.
Thank you, Joanne. And so, Agoria, a final word.
Well, no, I mean, it's so cool that, when you do a collaborative work and you're listening, it's so amazing. I love that. Thank you, everyone here. Feel free to reach out. I'm here in the gallery for the next 2 hours because many friends are coming. So if you want to have a glass of wine, just stop by here. And see you very soon.
Yes.
Nice. You can enjoy it. And so for everybody who's following NFT Morning, we still have more episodes to come next week. Monday morning, actually, we will come back to Artverse. Actually, the next show is at Artverse again. We follow, so it will be with you, Grida, and this Asian curation that you've been working on. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, I'm lost in my calendar, but yeah, I can see it now exactly. Amy Cusano and Shavan Wrong, Ruben Wu, Nice Aunties, a lot of artists.
And Grant Yun.
And Grant Yun. I
Amy Cusano, yeah.
Okay.
That is Asian parts, yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be also a big show on the Monday morning, 9 a.m. Paris time. So Thank you so much. Thank you, John, for being with us. Thank you, Super Rare, for doing this show. Thank you, Seb Borget. It was amazing to have you on the last part of the show. Greta, you're amazing. Everybody have a great day, have a great evening, and good morning.
Happy. Really happy to be with you. Happy. Really happy to be with you.